Hello, beautiful people. So, I'm feeling a little more clear today, a little more energy to direct thought. And I had to go through my notes to see, because I have quite a few stocked up on what to talk about. And I think one thing that I feel like a lot will resonate with, or something I realized that creates like a buffer or like a block between people being their authentic selves with the rest of the world. And what it comes down to is through our upbringing, through school and media, everyone is trying to project coolness. Everyone wants to be perceived as the best version of themselves. And of course, can't blame them for that. But a lot of times it's based on what they think others want rather than what they actually are. And I feel like that creates this gap that people can't really connect deeply enough, which is why we think we're lacking connection, because a lot of people are afraid to be their true authentic self and they want to be likable. Well, I will tell you right now, being likable is a vague, watered down, like almost cookie cutter, bland. It's not interesting, okay? Being likable is not interesting. It's cool if you're likable naturally, that's cool too, but that shouldn't be your goal. And I think this is a reason why I have a hard time truly getting super deep with others, because they've been rejected so many times when they were authentic, when they were themselves, by people who weren't ready to meet them in that space, that there's just this like a bravado or like this false sense of confidence that I'm very aware of. And I will say everyone can go in and out of this, because I will say there's times where I'm feeling low energy and I'm feeling depleted, just not ready to interact with humans. And then sometimes I have to, you pass by a neighbor and all of a sudden, talk. And you're like forced to kind of show up when you're not ready to. And I will say I have moments of that. But for the most part, I feel like the most interesting parts of people are the deep things that we almost feel like we should cover up or not speak upon. But those are the most intriguing. Those are the most revealing. And I think people are just afraid to be vulnerable, because in the past when they've been vulnerable, they've been shit on. They've been shut down. They've been laughed at and scoffed at. And I want to encourage everyone to be even more vulnerable, but not in a way, because I feel like the word vulnerable gets a bad rap in the sense of it seems frail and fragile and weak. But I want you to kind of switch your mind when it comes to vulnerable and thinking how much strength there is in being open. How much brazen balls it takes to put yourself out there regardless how people take you. To be shut down and protected and too cool and not, being afraid to open up your true self is hiding. It's like, it's the opposite of strength. As much as we think we're being strong, it's the reverse. We're afraid to get hurt, so we have to, project this, I'm not gonna let you in because I've been hurt before. Well, that's fair. And everyone goes through it. I've been through it. We've all been through it. But I really encourage you to see vulnerability as strength, and to see it as the most courageous thing you can be in today's age, and to feel purely, to feel everything to your core, and to release it just as quickly. Don't let it consume you. I think that's where people get stuck. They feel things and they get stuck in that feeling, and you have to release it. But to be truly vulnerable with the world and interact in a way that, say, like me, whenever I get into these low zones and I don't really feel like interacting, and I get put in a position where I feel the need to interact, the most authentic thing I could do, the most vulnerable thing I could do, instead of putting on a happy face and trying to like push myself through it, would be to say, I'm sorry, I'm really not in the space to interact with anybody right now, but I will get back to you another time when I'm feeling more energetic. But I'm afraid to disappoint people. So that's how I could be more authentic and more vulnerable in that moment. So stop trying to be so cool. Stop trying to be so likable and so like everybody else, okay? To be likable by everybody else, because not everybody's for you. And the more authentic, the more courageous, the more out there you are, you're going to attract the people who truly resonate with the deepest parts of you and celebrate those aspects of you, rather than wanting you to shut up and dim down and not be so bright, because they need shades in order to tolerate your vibration. If that makes sense. So there's that. It's a shorty, but I hope to start recording more. It's been an interesting balance. So thank you for being patient, and thank you for those who do watch and those who do like my videos, and it'd be cool if you guys could share it. Though either way, like, I know it'll grow on its own. I'm trying to work on not seeking the validation of it, because that's not what I wanted initially. And I noticed when I had my 30-day ban, 90-day restriction on my Facebook, and like my reach went way down. And it was kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of took it a little to my ego, and I felt shrunk. I felt small. I didn't like that. So I'm working on letting it be what it is, and not judging myself, and those who enjoy what I bring to the table will stick around, and those who aren't in resonance with what I'm putting out there don't belong. So anywho, so bear with me, and I would love to try and record more often, and I have so much to offer you guys. So I look forward to talking to you more.